2018 was an incredible year, and 2019 is shaping up to be just as good, if not better, than 2018. We've been talking for the past week about how we need to go over the budget for the new for quarter 3 and 4, and I like doing these videos mainly because transparency is one of the most important things to me. When you have people that are making contributions to a nonprofit organization, the most important thing that you can do is tell them what's going on, whether it be good or bad. So in this video, we're going to cover the budget, the good, and the bad. Let's start with the basics. The budget is divided into two categories, projects and operations. For those of you who are new, ChangeForce never uses donated funding to cover operational costs. So because of this, we categorize our budgets in two separate categories. This helps us prevent donations from getting mixed up and used in an area they're not intended for. First, we have to get the cat out of the bag. This is the first time that we have ever had an unbalanced budget. However, it's important to consider that we do have a new project that's launching July 1st, which happens to be the second half of our budget year. So that is part of the reason why we have an unbalanced budget. When we get into expenditures, we will go over that a little bit more. But the goal of having an unbalanced budget is it does give our volunteers and ambassadors something to look forward to as a goal that we have set for ourselves for the first month or for the first 6 months of project spending. Lex Cleanup is our cheapest project of the year, and it has been our cheapest project since it launched last year. One of the ways that we keep the costs down for this project is by coordinating with the Lexington-Fayette Urban County Government Division of Parks and Recreation, and also the Kentucky Highway Transportation Cabinet that we'll be working with this year. They help us by providing us with supplies and helping us keep our budget low for this project. Project Ending Hate will be our most expensive project of the year for two reasons. First, it's brand new, and because it's launching in July, that means that we're going to have a little bit more of an expenditure for the first 6 months of the project launch. It's also higher due to the fact that this is a global project. So it's not just launching here in America or even in Lexington, it's launching globally. Our ambassadors come from all over the world. So that is why the budget for this project is slightly higher. Now, one of the things that I expect is we either overshot the budget or undershot the budget. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this project is so new that we don't quite know exactly how much it's going to cost for this project to function. I suspect that we've made a good call, but the next 6 months will tell us whether or not we've made the right decision. Smack dab in the middle, we have Scammers Exposed. Now, Scammers Exposed is kind of a weird project for us because the way that Scammers Exposed works is it's considered a non-essential project, which means that if we don't have the funding necessary to cover the expenses for Scammers Exposed, then we can cut back to near zero on the budget overall. Having the funding allows us to do more legally for the scammers that we catch. And not having the funding just means that we're restricted on what we can do. However, Scammers Exposed is the last project that is funded. So whenever donations come in, it always goes to Ending Hate and Lex Cleanup first. And then once those projects are at budget, then we can fork it over to Scammers Exposed. Now, I'm not going to cover much about operations because they're not really important this year. And the reason why is because I am still working my full-time job, so I'm still covering operation costs on my own. Now, I am going to be working on different strategic methods that we can use to kind of cover those costs a little bit more so that I don't have to pay as much in. But as for right now, there's a balanced budget across the board for operations because they're all covered by me. You'll easily be able to find the budget. It'll be on our website and also on our social media page a little bit later on this month. We're still working on ironing out all of the details of the website in general and also getting set up for our more adaptive Facebook page that'll be launching also on July 1st. So keep a lookout. We'll have the budget out as soon as we can. Now that we've gone over the budget, let's talk about some of the projects and changes that they'll be going through over the next few weeks. For starters, let's talk about Lex Cleanup. Lex Cleanup is kind of a limited project here in Lexington, and we've been wanting to expand it to other areas and kind of make it into a global movement. So because of that, on July the 1st, Project Lex Cleanup will officially become Project ECO, which stands for the Environmental Conservation Opportunities. So we're going to be taking those opportunities to educate people about environmental conservation, and we're also going to be using that knowledge to schedule cleanups not only here in Lexington, but also in other areas around the world. Scammers Exposed is also getting a makeover, as now Scammers Exposed will be more focused on getting the scammers not only noticed and put them on the wall of shame, but we're also going to be working on being more confrontational with them and also working on getting more scammers off of social network altogether. The one thing that I've noticed a lot with the first season of Scammers Exposed is I got blocked a lot. So a lot of scammers apparently weren't too happy about me coming in and ruining their day. So one of the things that we're going to do in season 2 of Scammers Exposed is we're going to step things up a notch, and we're going to try to reel them in and really waste their time and really get them going. And I'm also going to be working to try to reach out to Facebook and other social media platforms to where we can try to establish better policies and procedures to get these profiles removed from those social media outlets. Now, it's not a permanent solution to the problem by any means, because they'll easily just go and create another Facebook page or another Twitter page. But it's a step in the right direction because it requires them to take more time out of their day to get set up, and it severely limits their potential for, getting these people to fall for their scams, because they have to start from scratch every time their profile is removed. And finally, a quick update on Ending Hate. Now, Ending Hate is currently in development, and it'll be launching on July 1st. Now, we have a lot of ambassadors already. We have 6 total, and we are currently looking to expand that number to 10 before launch. So that's a work in progress. But I will tell you that we have put in a lot of effort. I'm very proud of the team that we have. And on July 1st, it's going to be an amazing project. Stay tuned over the next few weeks because we are going to be doing some introductions of ambassadors. We want you to get to know who they are, where they come from, and this global project is going to be incredible. I'm very excited about this project. So stay tuned for updates on that.